Greetings everyone, and welcome to another issue of Dreams and Nothing More Than Plans Awaiting Action. My name is George, your host, editor-in-chief of SGIB Magazine. Soldiers Got Intentions Believe That, and owner of PBG's production, Photos by Gerard. You know, today in the house I have a very special guest in store for you. In fact, he's part of the history of SGIB Magazine. He was on our second maiden cover, so I consider him a member of the SGIB Magazine family and friends. But you know, one thing I want to say before I get started with this interview is that often the times before I come to these high-profile interviews, I reach out to the organizations such as NAACP and sellers and try to invite some of you, because this is a wonderful opportunity. Most of these artists who I interview would love to share what it is that they have with the young people as what we're going to be sharing now. So this is a spangle to y'all that when I reach out and call you and tell you, look, if there's a young individual who you feel who could benefit by meeting someone such as this next artist. So with that in mind, right now I'll introduce you to Koch's new artist, not new artist, but a veteran from the hip-hop, Layzie Bone, the Bone Thugs and Harvey. What's up, brother? How you feeling?
I'm good.
Good. It's good seeing you again, man.
That is all mine. Good to be back, man.
And yeah, this was SGIB Magazine, this issue, and yes, we did have Bone Thugs and Harvey hit.
Part of his story.
Part of the history right here.
Yeah.
So let's sit here and let's kick it a little bit about your project and about what it is you're doing.
Almost definitely.
Okay, so what have you been doing since the last time I saw you?
Oh man, we've been working, man. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of things going on. We got, first of all, we got the Koch situation going on. Bone Thugs and Harmony's brand new release in like 4 years. You know what I'm saying? The album will be out September 19th. Okay. It's called Thug Stories. You know what I mean? We got a bunch of thug stories to let y'all know about out there. You know what I'm saying? So the album is off the hook, man. We got production from in-house producers from Mo Thugs such as DNC, G-Stuff. You know what I mean? Man, we got a lot of in-house on this album, but it's an independent album. It's our last independent album for a while because we also just signed a major. You know what I mean? We just signed with Interscope. You know, got productions from Swizz Beatz, Kanye West, you know, Just Blaze, Dr. Dre, all on that album. But that album's not slated until like probably the second quarter of 2007. So, I mean, we got a lot. I got a lot to tell you.
Keep busy. Okay, before we go into any more what's happening with you now, tell my viewers about what it was when you first started out as Bone Thugs and Harmony, and maybe a little bit how the music industry has changed. Because you're one of the pioneer groups, but you're a rapid spitfire like this that I haven't seen duplicated yet in the industry. But tell everybody about your beginning.
I mean, my beginning, you know what I'm saying? I started rapping like back in 1993, 83. Let's get in.
Yeah, 83. Yeah, not 93. 83.
That's my age a little bit. You know what I mean? But yeah, I started rapping in 83, man. We got with Eazy-E in 93.
God bless the dead.
Yeah, rest in peace, you know what I'm saying? So we got with Eazy-E in 93, man, and basically we went from one-way bus tickets, man, trying from Cleveland, Ohio to LA, trying to get on, you know, rapping for any and everybody we could. Eazy-E luckily picked us up, you know, back then, and 93, man, we hit the game, came in, we're creeping on the come up. You know, back then we started, I think we did like 80,000 records the first week. Back then that was something, you know what I'm saying? So we came in on the groundbreaking level, and man, the story goes on, you know what I'm saying? So it's like my career professionally releasing records, right, with majors like that has been 13 years. So it's been a long ride.
Well, you know, right now the internet is coming to the game. I mean, hip hop for one thing, and then as technology now internet, and I guess a lot of people are doing a lot more distribution or whatever the internet. Do you think it's easy to break into this game now, or you think they're missing how it was back then, when you really had to do your legwork, your groundwork, to get in the trenches?
It's easier from an independent aspect, being that you do have the internet as that tool that you can push your stuff, you know what I mean, as opposed to just doing mixtapes and handing them out on the streets. So it's easier to that effect, but it's also harder. It's a catch-22 because you got all these different outlets. It's more bootlegging, you know what I mean. It's harder to get with a major these days because, you know, back then you didn't have to have, you know, a mixtape circuit going, and you didn't have to have, you know, as much radio spins as you do today.
Okay. Well, when we turn it over, because we still got it. Okay. So go ahead. I'm sorry, Layzie Bone.
I was saying, like, you know, it's a catch-22, you know. Basically, you know, the internet made it easier in certain ways.
Excuse me. I'll tell you what, let's put in another ball because it does look dark over here. All right. We have a little technical difficulty. Remember, Murphy's Law, what can go wrong will. Okay, so go ahead. So we're talking a bit more about the independent.
Yeah, we were saying like the catch-22 as independent as opposed to being signed with a major company. You know what I mean? Like the major can get you on MTV. The major gonna get you them radio spins that you need. You know, it's hard to work independent. You know, so the internet help you in that way, but it also takes away. You know, if you're not, it's harder to get with a major. You know what I mean? So it's a catch-22, man. I really can't really describe it because it depends on your work ethic anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it could be good, it could be bad. If you're lazy, you might need it. Well, not Layzie Bone. You know, if you're a lazy person, right. You know, you might need a major to do all your groundwork for you. But if you're a go-getter and you on your hustle, being independent can be a beautiful thing.
Okay. So you've been in the industry for a while. Has it treated you well? I mean, there's life's been good for you as an artist being in hip hop as long as you have.
Yeah, I wouldn't trade it for the world. You know what I mean? There've been ups and downs. Most definitely. You know, being 16 years old, coming into an industry like this, really with no guidance. My mentor passed away. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of left us out there without a teacher, without a mentor. You know what I'm saying? But it's been great. You know, I learned, lived, and learned from the mistakes. Now, you know, we know better not to make mistakes again. So it's beautiful. You know, my kids is beautiful. They eating good. You know what I'm saying? And the game is there to capitalize. It's not like back in the days. It was like just music. Now the avenues have opened up to where, you know, if you got a hit record, you can do a movie immediately, a clothing line immediately. You know what I'm saying? So all them different avenues.
But see, but a lot of them don't have the longevity. It's like Bone Thugs and Army. A lot of them don't have the longevity of Layzie Bone. There has to be a formula there. We've always got artists who come down, you know, sell 100,000 of a gold and platinum, and that's the last time you hear them. I mean, there has to be more than, you know, there has to be a formula that work ethics that Bones Thugs have to stay in business.
Right, that's why I said it go back to your work ethic, what you get into, what you put out of it. See, a genuine artist love making music, whether you got a record deal or not. You know what I mean? And that shows. The people can feel what's real, you know, when it's coming out your mouth. You can feel it, gimme. You can feel it, you know what I mean? Your heart not gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's a wonderful game, man. I'm just glad I'm still playing, baby.
Okay, so let's talk about the single. The single you have, Fire, right? Okay, tell me a little more about it. You know, what's it about?
Fire is more of a street anthem. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing where I really push to radio like that because it's something like getting your car to and ride. It's like we saying we got that fire, meaning like after all these years, we still relevant. Okay. We still got heat. You know what I'm saying? Like. Some people say, oh man, I grew up to you. You know, y'all from the old school, man. I'm just